Hello, my dear subscribers. I'm Maria de Clamboyant, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Taurus. This is for those that haven't seen me or newcomers or cross watchers. I'm Maria de Clamboyant. I'm a bilingual reading. I do readings in Spanish and English, and I go live weekly on a weekly basis. One day in Spanish, a couple of days in Spanish, and one day in English. So if you have a question that you need the answer for, and specifically with you, I work with first name, last name, and birthday. I don't read signs. If you put your sign, that question will not be read. I also do the super chat, which is tells me if you want more than one card. I do one free card for a general reading, and if you have any specific question, then it goes with a super chat, or you can also become members. Members can access me in Spanish or English. If you have the question, just put the question in it, okay? So with that said, I'm going to start your sign, Taurus, and I'm doing the Celtic Cross with the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. The first card that you have is the Eight of Cups in reverse, Taurus. Okay, remember it's the regular Celtic Cross. The next card that you have is the Sun. Okay, pretty good card. Major Arcana. Crossing you is the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, low-key, let's see. Mixing the cards so you guys could get a good reading. The bottom of the card is the Justice in reversed. So it's getting a lot of reversals. Let me see if I can switch this back around and see what happens. So we'll see. Taurus, even the reversals can also be good. So don't be surprised that these reversals can also be pretty good. Okay. Behind you, this is my behind position. You had the Eight of Wands. So you had two eights, this one and this one in the past. In the future position, you have the Hermit. Okay, looking for the answer. So Taurus, yourself, how you feel. Okay, the Death in reversed. The next card that you have, Taurus, is the King of Swords. Okay, that's yourself in your house position. Your hopes and fears. You have the Four of Coins. And Taurus, the outcome is the Nine of Wands. What's on the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. So Taurus, for those that are reading, you come in with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands energy is looking towards the future. You're looking positive. You are waiting for the ships to come. So some of you might be waiting for a job. Okay, and if you are waiting for a job, maybe 3 jobs will come along. If you and so this is teaching you patience. Okay, patience, and patience. Okay, because the ships are coming in. Okay, also don't rush things to happen. So if whatever your project is right now, one thing that you need to learn is patience. Patience. The project is coming. The project is coming to whatever you're doing. Let's say you're waiting for a job. You're probably waiting for a relationship. If that's the case, that you're waiting for someone to come into your life, be patient because that person is coming. Okay. Maybe 2 people come along, or 3 people will come along, but the ship is coming. Okay, if you were to see this card, you see the ship coming like from the skies for the unit. And the top of the ship comes like from space. This ship is not coming out of the water; it's coming from space. So I will tell you, like, be patient to whatever project you have. This could be a purchase of a house. Maybe you had to decide between 3 houses. Okay, if it's a material stuff, and if it's 3 jobs, or if it's a job, it's 3 jobs. If it's a relationship, it's probably the relationships itself. Like three people might be involved. You know, maybe this person comes with a baggage, or you have the baggage. Are they going to accept your children? You could be having 2 or 3 children. Doesn't matter. Okay. So this it's just, I feel that this card is telling you patience, 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 and patience. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Usually the Eight of Cups is when you're leaving things behind and you're moving on. But when it's in reverse, it's usually because because you're in reverse. Of course, if the card's in reverse, it's like maybe you refuse to move on. Okay, probably you waiting for a person that is no longer in your life, and you still having hopes that this person may come back. Maybe this person has more important other people in their life, and you're still waiting for this person. So this is you not wanting to move on in a relationship, or probably you making the wrong decision right now because you're too much thinking of the past, and you haven't moved on because you still have hopes that this relationship that you have with someone, with this significant other, this person is you don't want to this person is no longer with you, and you don't move on. You know, these are the two scenarios that I could give you when it comes to relationships. Okay, the bottom of the card is you have the Sun. So literally, if whenever you decide, okay, to move on from this past relationship, or maybe you took the wrong decision. If you were the one to walk away from someone, you probably took the wrong decision, or or you can just refuse to move on into a relationship. You still have hopes that this person is gonna come back to you. Okay, so you decide which one is it that you did, and you're part of it. Are you the one that made the wrong choice, and now you regret, and you cannot move on, or you're the one that was abandoned and you still don't want to move on? Okay, so whatever it is, which one are you? You make a decision, because I can make that decision for you, another Taurus. So the next card that's crossing you is the Sun. When you get the Sun, it's about happiness. So hopefully, if you decide that this is the life, this is a material success, the Sun represents joy and happiness. Okay, so maybe if you decide to move on, you're gonna get the joy and success that you're looking for. If it's in a job and you decide to wait, and then you're gonna get that job that you're looking for. Okay, just be patient. Don't rush into a job that you're not interested in. Beneath you, you have the Justice in reverse. So I will say to those that probably was contemplating the word in a relationship and or marriage, some of you, again, Taurus, you guys are not ready to break up the marriage, and maybe that you're stuck in not wanting to get divorced. Okay, so justice is about legal issues. Maybe if it's a job situation, you may not want to sign the contract yet. Let's say maybe you're still waiting for someone to tell you something else, whatever you want to hear. Maybe you're asking for more money, something that you want. When he's in the justice is in the reverse, is like you refuse to sign, you refuse to do. So maybe you say, maybe I do it next time, but not now. These are my conditions. Some people in job situations, they put conditions. In a relationship situation, you probably be doing conditions too. This also tells me that you may be a person that's very perfectionist, vengeful, okay, critical. You criticize too much, and sometimes justice as well. So maybe you made the wrong decision, or indecision, and you didn't, you can't make the decision. You just not deciding. Like I said, if it was you're breaking the marriage, but you're not ready to divorce. Okay, if it's a job situation, you're not deciding which job. And like I told you, if it was a job, look at there's 3 of them. You may be like not refusing to get the job. And if it's you know, maybe a project that you're doing, you're very undecided, you're very complicated, you're making things, you know, with this card, to me, it's like you're making things more complicated than what they are, okay? um, like I said, and if it's worse, it's delay, okay? So what's crowning you is the King of Wands in reverse. So some, maybe the King of Wands in reverse, if you're taking that energy of the King of Wands, you might be a person that might be very jealous, okay? King of Wands is a person that's jealous. What's another word? Materialistic. Maybe you're looking for a man, or you are the man or the woman that's being selfish. You know, you don't see yourself being, you know, you don't tolerate other people. You're very impulsive and in quick temper, impatient, like daredevil. Those are the words for a person that is a fire energy. Either you're dealing with someone like that, or your energy is like that. You have become very impatient. You know, if it's a project that you're doing, if you're going through a divorce, you're like, you want this divorce to settle now, and but you're not helping because you're very indecisive, or the other person is very indecisive. So one of you is very impulsive, intolerant and selfish. Maybe you want to get more than the lawyer is telling you, or whatever it is that you're doing, you don't have the patience, okay? And that's in your current position. In your past position, you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is similar to the Eight of Pentacles. Well, and you know, some people has a lot. You probably have 8 things to do, 8 choices, 8 you know, you something happened in the past that was like very fast. Okay. Also, the 8 is like something that in the past you probably wanted to divorce, and this and this and this and that, or move out, and this and that, or get this job, and then now you're in the turmoil because now that you're in the situation, you don't know which way to go. Okay. Because at some point you said no, oh, I'm done, and this, or you probably, like, another way that I could say it is, let's say you were in a relationship and something happened between you and your partner, significant other, and you just took a decision, and now you're regretting. Okay, now you're regretting. You feel like, did I make the right choices? Now you're feeling, should I get divorced? Shouldn't I get divorced? But this person is tired of this crap, and now look at you. You don't know which way to go because you were quick thinker. You probably thought with your you know, with your anger, not with your heart, not with your mind, and now you're probably regretting. But at this time, this is how you feel. Look at you. You have the Death card. The Death card, it doesn't matter which way it's coming. It's death is endings. No matter how you put it, this relationship ended. Either you ended up or the other person ended up. But the bottom line is, reverse or not reverse, it's a disaster, it's a destruction, it's depression, stagnation. You know, you're depressed. You didn't, at some point you probably reflected about the situation, and now you say, oh God, I messed up, so what should I do now? But you cannot change what you did. Some people works out of impulses, like they just, so and so told me do this, let me move out of my wife's house. If you're a man and you decided to move, okay? So Taurus, you are a little bit depressed, a little bit that you made the wrong decision. I'm sorry I had to stop. There was something going on with my computer and I'm uploading videos. So you know, no matter sometimes what people do, they get up, they said that what I was gonna say to you guys is like, either you're a man or a woman, you fall in love with somebody tells you leave this man, this woman, and you know, you just go with the flow, listen to the other person, and then you realize, because some people are quick thinker, but they don't analyze and they don't see what can happen 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and that's when you could make a mistake. So what happens is that at this time you probably realize that you made the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're stuck with you know, going through this divorce. Here you get the King of Swords. This is in your house position. This could be the lawyer telling you what your rights are. This is what you need to do, or or you're having legal issues, and this is what's happening with some of you. Some of you, if you were the man and you decided to walk out of your, whoever was the person that, this could be a cheater. It doesn't have to be a cheating situation. Anything could be happening right up and now. If you were fighting with your person too much and you felt that you guys didn't get along, one of you is gonna lose. There is a loss of money going on for some of you. If you are going through the divorce, you know that you might lose a certain percentage from your check, because this is now going to go to your children's child support, you know, whatever you guys have materially. And now you're like, oh God, this is what I did. And now you like you have to surrender, because there is nothing else you can do. Or this could also be happening, it could be you or your partner. Mainly I feel that this could be you, and or maybe your partner doesn't want to give you enough, okay, and you guys are fighting that scenario, that situation, that he wants to walk away with more or she wants to walk away with more, and now you guys are trying to hold as much as you can. Like, look at the coins is like, but you're gonna have to probably lose some, and that's the end. And the other scenario I could give you is like work-wise. If you are not in a relationship situation, but you're in the work situation, I would tell you that you probably had a job, or was waiting for a job, was waiting for a raise, and this and that. But what happened is, in this case here, for some of you, you didn't get the raise. Probably some of you got fired. And now, you know, you probably hire an attorney, and this attorney is going to try to get you some of your money. If it has to do with any kind of finance situation, this could be a job, this could be a business proposals, or, you know, if you have your own business, maybe the other person walked away and didn't want it to be working with you no more, and, you know, breached the contract. So to those that are in a scenario of legal issues with the job, or you know, or let's say you were the owner of whatever, something happened in that contract that fell apart, somebody breached the contract, and now you guys are in court. It could be the property, selling of a property, and or a contract. You know, you pay somebody to do something, this person is not doing that for you, if it has to do with money matters, okay? But if it has to do with a relationship, some of you decided to walk away. You was a quick temper. Now the other person, the other party, doesn't want to know nothing about you, and you guys are moving along to a divorce, okay? So maybe this could be 3 years going on. This situation started, and now, you know, you're making a decision, or they're making a decision, okay? So now I'm going to clarify some of the situations. Hopefully this I'm using these cards in the positive. So let me see what the first card I'm going to take, which is the card that you're coming in with, the Eight of Cups, not being able to move forward. Okay, some of you are not able to move forward. And let's see what's coming in for you. Sorry, I'm gonna keep this card, which is the Six of Cups. You cannot move forward because you're thinking back of the past. At some point, some of you had a very good relationship, and somebody screwed it all up, okay? So, and now you're thinking back of the memories that you cherished together, and now you're okay. You know what? I have, you know, I love this person, and that's why you're stuck, because you're still in love with this person. Some of you, it doesn't matter. I know relationships that break up for a year or 2, 3, and they still in love with each other, but they cannot be together, okay? If you ever seen that the tarot sexual magic is one card that says, like, they could be okay at a distance, but they cannot be together. The Justice card is 9 of challenges or calluses. So some of you, this is going to come into an end. This is going to happen anytime soon. You're going to have to make a resolution about the situation because it's happening. You had the King of Wands in reverse, and this is going to happen like right now. Look at this. This is in your top position, the outcome position, and this is confirming the situation. This is, I'm sorry, this is not 9 of Wands, but didn't you get the 8 right here? The 8 of Wands. This relationship is going to end sooner or later, okay? Because this was a quick thinker. You're still in love with this person, but this situation is moving, okay? Unless you beg and cried or whatever, and you significant other decides that wants you back, that's the only way you're going to be able to change things, but you will have to change completely, and maybe that's the reason why you get the death. The Hermit is upward, so, and you're looking for direction. You're looking for the person that can help you and resolve this matter. And the Death card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Look at this, 2 nines, but this is and like I say, you were probably, some of you that are making this mistake were some of you were financially stable in a relationship, and now you know, you work so much into this relationship, you work so much, and all of a sudden, you know, you need to do changes and work on this in order for you to save this relationship, if you think you can save it. But you will have to do everything the opposite way, okay? Not the you have to do things the opposite way. Like everything that you were doing before, if you were not cooking, now you're going to cook. If you were not cleaning, now you're going to clean. If the man was not helping with the car, now he's going to help with the car, with the children, with the household. Whoever you are, you're going to have to work very hard in order to get this relationship going, okay? The 4 coins in reverse, you get the Ace of Coins. So you may, if you decide that you're going to work very hard about this relationship, you can turn things around. Look at this, you get a new start, a new beginning. An ace is a new start. No matter how the ace comes in, you may end up coming in with a new beginning. In finances, maybe you need to work on your finances, Taurus. Even though you Taurus are very good savers and very good with your money and financially, maybe you need to work on not giving too much, okay? Maybe that could be another thing that you guys give to your partner. Maybe you give too much, and this time you have to change about giving. Just give them enough, okay? And the outcome, which is the 9 of Wands, let's see what's the outcome position, because it's in reverse. You have the King of Calluses. So this is telling me that some of you may need to take the energy of the King of Cups, because some of you, I feel that you guys are more into the material part of the relationship, but not much into the feelings and emotions. And I feel that, and that's part of your sign, being an earth sign. Usually Capricorns have the same problem. Virgo have the same problems, that you guys work so much, and the financial part is there for you guys. Your mom has whatever, your son, your wife, whatever, whoever you are, they have everything material that they need, but they don't have you, okay? They don't have you presence. So I think that part of this relationship, if you want to save it, one of the ways that you might be able to save it, if you give more of your feelings and emotions, stay home more with the kids, take them out, you know, tell them you love them. Some people don't even tell their own kids that they love them. So, you know, I feel that that's what's happening here. But let's see what the if everything goes well, and what the rest of the cards tells you, Libra. So let's see. Let me see what time it is. So I'm gonna take these cards, and these cards are gonna be associated, some of them, not all of them, with the rest of the cards, with the rest of my reading, okay? So let me see the cards, and I always leave them like that, because when I read them again, the first card that I'm gonna get for you, Taurus, is gonna be the healing card. I'm using animals, and there is got to be a message for you. Understand the message. When I'm taking these oracle cards, there's different messages. Your interpretation is going to be based on your situation, not mine, not my neighbor, not my other cousin that's a Taurus. No, everybody's situation is different. So let's see. You get the frog. Look at that. Let's see what message is the frog going to give you to your own purpose, for your life, for you, for your new beginning, for your growth. Okay, personal growth, sensitivity. What did I say about sensitivity? Feelings and emotions. About the King of Cups, giving the love and the affection, medicine, hidden beauty and power. Okay, the long song unites the elements of water and earth, bringing joy, delight, and healing in you, singing and hopping, and leading you to the sacred spring from which you may be refreshed and renewed. A cold-blooded creature living half on the land and half in the water. The frog possesses an extremely sensitive skin, considered magical by shamans. A companion of the rain spirits, the frog can help you develop your sensitivity to others, to healings and to sounds through your skin and your whole body and aura. Nothing is what it appears to be, and life is more fun than you at first supposed. There is a hidden beauty and a hidden power in all nature, and you open yourself to this, you will feel close to the goddess and close to both the earth and the water. Look for the beauty and the magic behind appearances. So that's what I kept on telling to a couple of Taurus friends that I have, that sometimes the beauty is inside that person, and you might be concentrated in the outside of the person. And that's one of the things that you probably need to change about if you're looking for a relationship, that you need to see the outside, the inside of the person. Maybe you need to look deep inside yourself in order to get the magic behind the appearances. Understand the message. You see, I can only give you examples. I'm not the type of person that is judgmental. I'm not critical. So you guys know why this card is coming into you. A cold-blooded creature living half in the land and half in the water. The frog possesses extremely sensitive skin, considered magical by shamans. Okay? The healing and the sound through your skin and your whole body and aura. There is something that you guys need to heal. Okay, Taurus, what is it? You need to figure it out. What is it? You know why is the pain? Why are you by yourself? And maybe you need to stop blaming other people as to why your relationship is this way or that way or another way. Think about it, Taurus. Is your relationship? Work on it. It's your aura, it's yourself, it's your body, it's your skin. Maybe you need to stop seeing people the outside of the people. Some people love looks, some people don't, and you may end up having your partner, okay, and you don't have that love. So that for the next card is gonna be in reference to finances, okay, Taurus, and you get the 5 of roses. I'm using the Akashic Tarot, and you have the 5 of roses. Okay. So let's see the garden. And you guys, to be honest with you, you guys are very good, like all kinds of growing things, growing vegetable, growing fruits, growing a garden. All that is very good for Taurus. I'm sorry, Earth energy. So if you see in this card, there's 2 children playing in a sunny lush, right? So look how the butterflies are in the flowers, so magnifying glass. So like, let's see if you can see the butterflies, or they're playing with with the girl is playing with the magnifying glass and look at the butterflies. Where I'm putting my nail, that's where the butterflies should be. Okay, so this is if children are not part of your life already, this card could show you their arrival. It also could indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more and more focused for you. They may have some concern of their own, but even so, opportunities for bring them to men and come easily right now. There are also maybe real changes and benefits of one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very adventurous time for the children around you. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too. Okay, so this card has a special note, and I will let you guys know. Whether up or reverse, you can look to the adjacent cards. The one towards which the boy is shooting, the girl is looking. To get more insight of the children around you and the issues, apply the details and people in this nearby card to represent future children in your life. So this is for some of you that you might be expecting. Your daughters can be expecting, your sons can be expecting. This is, how children behave. The Akashic Force tells you, close your eyes and step into the garden. Become the child you used to be in heart and mind. Let the child within you take a look around for one of the children in your life who is also playing here. What new perspective do you want when the child you are meets a child around you? I'm going to repeat the question. What new perspectives do you have when the child you are meets a child around you? Like, what would you do if you were that child and you bring another child into your mind, into your subconscious? If you go back, if you're 40 now, go back 35 years. If you don't want to be 5 years old, think of 10 years old. If you're 40 now, go back 30 years. What would you be doing and who would you be playing with? And what would you expect the child to play with you with? Or what kind of games would you be playing? Things like that. So those are just examples. I'm not saying this is what you need to do. What new perspectives do you have when the child you are meets a child around you? You are a child. What is your perspective about the other child? Think about that. So that's your message. So I will say in this card to see, let me see if there's that's talking to you about looking about the past. Maybe there is something of your childhood that you need to fix, you need to heal, you need to work. This is about healing. What happened to you in your childhood, because things that happen to you in your childhood are part of the reasons as to why you are the way you are. What did they happen to you in your childhood? In your childhood, you didn't have no shoes, and all of a sudden now you do. When you suppress about something, food, material things, and now